Hello, everybody. Let me just play our coming music.
Happy
Hello. Hey, everybody. Hey, TC, Retrobate.
Hey, happy Wednesday. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. They said good topic. They're looking forward to it. They like the lineup. Good topic. Nice. I'm glad everybody is here. I thank you guys. Hey, Michelle's daughter. Hi. So today we're going to be talking about you know what I forgot to put up? I forgot to actually write what we're going to be talking about, but
that's okay.
Yeah, basically it's the PolyVibez for me. So I'm just going to add that and place that across the ticker.
So we're talking about polyamorous relationship versus open relationships. You know, which one works for you? I mean, are you thinking of stepping outside of your comfort zone and trying it and not being monogamous?
So, first of all, what is polyamory? What's the difference between that and open relationships? I didn't think it was a difference, but I actually looked it up, of course, just to get a broader view. And I'm just going to read it to you as I place it on here. Unless you want to read it, Cobra. I'll put it up there. Can you read it?
Yeah, I can see it's like a small difference. So open relationship partners who are in an established relationship with each other and openly agree to see other people. They may do this together, separately, or a combination of both. Threesomes.
It's more.
It is common for a couple to establish an agreement on what they can and cannot do with other people. These agreements will vary from couple to couple and may change over time depending on their needs. Yes, things do change depending on, your needs and the person that you're dealing with.
And desires for all parties involved. So that's what an open relationship is.
Basically just boils down to sex.
Pretty much. So yeah, that's the difference. It's all about the sex with open relationship. It's not about the emotions. Nothing is involved. It's just really a sexual attraction and sexual act that both parties agree with. So that's what an open relationship is. So then we go to poly.
You want me to read it?
Please.
Polyamory. I've heard polyamory defined as the practice of loving more than one person and the practice of loving in many ways. What I love about polyamory is that it allows for everyone involved to be who they are and find healthy ways of being in a relationship with others. Like open relationships, polyamory will take on the form of the people who choose this lifestyle.
I got one more for you.
Polyamory stands out from other forms of ethical non-monogamous, and the polyamory people are drawn to relationships that are emotionally involved. Think in love, but not always in love. And we all know that I am a proud poly person, and I support polyamory. I'm said all that, and I see some more here. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that was it.
Oh, that's it? Okay, child. Let me tell you, it's Cinco de Mayo. I've been drinking.
It's okay. It's all right. Happy Cinco de Mayo, everyone that is celebrating. Cobra started early, and that's okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry to tell you, I got a pregame.
Okay, all right. So basically, the difference between the open and poly is in relations to everyone. I mean, you know, who all that's involved. So y'all are polyamory is they're involved emotionally, sexually, verbally, financially, everything that whatever makes the relationship is all in one with multiple people that are in this relationship, correct?
Sex.
Okay, so I get that part. Which leads me to let me get rid of that. Which actually leads me to the topic of Nature Boy.
Woo.
Yeah. So, hey, Miss T Velocity.
Hey, Miss T.
Thank you for joining. So, you know, everyone's been following Nature Boy, and when I first started following him, I just really didn't respect him. I just thought he was full of so much nonsense, and to a certain degree, I still feel that way. However, my views on his relationships with these women. Hey, Benj, thanks for joining.
Benj.
My view of him and his relationships with these women and men, because they're all in it together, have changed. And I've realized that literally this is a polyamory family.
You think so? You don't think it's more open relationships?
No, because the reason why is because they live together. They do everything together. They are bonded financially, emotionally, and sexually. Now, if it was just them having sex, then yeah, but it's more than that. They all call him their husband.
Yeah, well,
I watched the movie. I mean, I watched the.
That would be like polygamy, though. Okay, so polygamy is when you're married to the person. They're not married.
I mean, they're not married though. Even though they say that's their husband, that's just them figuratively speaking. Yeah. I'm sorry, TC. I'm sorry, I did. You know what? You wasn't in the building when I first started. Because TC, when you was the first one in the building, you were the first one I spoke to. See,
yeah.
You know yourself, TC. You wasn't in the building.
I think the relationship is more you call it, what I was just saying, not polyamorous, but polygamy.
I don't know. I feel like they're all in it together because they like 1 minute Nature Boy could be with Zoka, then 1 minute he could be with Neytiri, then 1 minute he could be with what's the other one name? What's her name? Malia. He's with all of them at different periods. And
at different periods.
Well, I mean, sometimes at the same time. I've seen that. Yeah, sometimes it's at the same time. Yeah, but I got at different times he's given one more attention than the other. I say that. So his attention is shared, which leads me to this this panel he had, because for all those who don't know, Neytiri is back. She had left months ago.
Okay,
funny.
Okay, she's back now. Velvet, if you're listening, if you ever watch this video, don't come back, Velvet. I see you breaking down in tears. I don't know what's going on with you.
She might miss him. This is what I'm saying. Like, I can't even be upset with him because of the way these women feel about him. They know exactly who he is, and they love him. So for whatever it's worth, I mean, it's not my cup of tea, could never, but I'm not them. But with Neytiri, 8 months ago, Neytiri left Carbonation. Her and Star did a video. He was saying, Eligio, aka Baba G, he wants all the women. If you have sex with him, it's seen as an accomplishment. He preys on the weak who don't have minds of their own. It's so fucked up. These are not my words. These are her words. Okay, we're talking about Neytiri 8 months ago when she left Carbonation. he preys on the weak who don't have minds of their own. It's fucked up. It's mental. It's traumatizing. It's manipulation. She didn't want. She didn't want to be with him, and the reason why she left is she did not want to adapt that entity. You know, she didn't want to have sex with him. It was the brainwashing for her. You know, it was all this stuff that she's explaining why she just can't. She could never be with Baba G. So
See, even let me tell you what else she did. She flew out to Las Vegas to meet up with Nature Boy's rival TKO during a PK.
Correct.
So she's done a lot of stuff. I mean, you lasted a whole year and you said all these things, but you got your ass back there naked.
And so today she's surrounded by Zoka and Solar. Solar is the man and who she was with, and kind of didn't she leave him for his friend Tron or something? Or no, she was with Tron first. I'm sorry, she was with Tron. I try to keep up. It's so much. It's going on for so long, so I try to keep up as much as I can. So you know, if I'm getting some things wrong, please excuse me, but I'm pretty much getting it right. So you had them three together in this wait, Cobra, what was this?
So it's on Bigo, and Nature Boy plays this character called Dr. Bishop. So he was talking to Neytiri, Solar, how do you say that boy name with little dreads?
Solar.
You know, Zolar and Zoka.
Right.
And then Neytiri and Zoka want him allegedly, but you butt booty naked.
Well, Solar is with Zaka right now. Solar is with Zaka because Neytiri left. And so Solar has been with Zoka. So Neytiri comes back and say, you know, I think we are more one than him and Zoka. And he should just, you know, be with me as well as Zoka. But I think he'll be with me more intimately and spiritually because we always had that connection.
You don't think so?
No. And what I loved about that moment was Neytiri was very cunning. She was very manipulative. She really thought she had him in the bag, that she was just going to bring her ass back, and she was just going to take him away from Zoka. And I liked the moment that Zoka was just sitting there nice and calm, because she had the sense that she didn't know what to expect. She didn't know what Solar was going to say. But at that moment, Solar says, I can't respect you. You left me at my vulnerability. The moment that I professed my love to you, you just got up and left, and now you're back. I don't trust you.
Did you hear all the bullshit? She was like, I had a dream, and it was you. He was like, what?
Right.
Like, huh? I don't feel this strong connection that you're speaking of, lady.
She was trying it. And TC, guess what? Out of all that shit, Neytiri is a damn Capricorn. I almost flipped in my damn chair when I found that out. Like,
You know what? I felt the same way when I found out, I believe Velvet is an Aquarius. I'm like, what the fuck going on?
Oh, yeah. Oh, see? What? She's emotional for an Aquarius.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I don't believe it. I read in the comments. I don't believe that. We don't claim her at Aquarius Nation.
Well, hey, we'll see. Well, anyway, so okay, we got Baba G doing the whole what was his name? What's his name?
Dr. Bishop.
Dr. Bishop, aka Dr. Bishop, asking all these questions. I'm not gonna go into all the questions because I really don't remember, but one stood out because really Dr. I keep forgetting his name, but anyway,
it's Mr. Dr. Bishop or Mr. Bishop.
Mr. Bishop,
something like that.
What stood out is that I think Mr. Bishop is rooting for Neytiri more than Zaka. He kind of wants Solar to get back with Neytiri, so he was kind of rooting for her in this and trying to make Zaka feel like You know, he at one point he said, "But are you taking care of Solar? Aren't you being you know, are you doing everything you know, that you can for Zaka?" And Zaka says, "I no, I still have the white man in me."
Well,
What the fuck does that even mean?
but you know what? You know what the word on the street is, right?
What?
That this is a storyline. On Bigo, they do storylines to get extra money. So they saying that's the reason why she might be back, and they having this thing going on. And Zoka said that people eat that stuff up.
Okay.
Know.
Wow. Okay. Well, I say all this to say that again. Initially, I thought that this whole Nature Boy saga was a bunch of farce. It was disgusting, and he don't treat them right. This and the third. However, I have changed my dialogue on that because at the end of the day, these women love him. These men love him. They are one big happy family. No matter how we look at it and no matter how we feel about it, they are in this together. And I think we should stop being so judgmental on them because they're not the only ones that live this type of lifestyle. The only problem is it's being seen.
They look miserable. Like I've watched them, like what he did to that woman, put her in the basement. Mm-hmm. They look like they, are not happy. But if you're not happy, just go home. I don't know what it is. Why they won't leave him.
That's what I mean. Like if they're so miserable, why won't they go home? That's my issue with that. So I mean, it makes me don't believe it.
It's like that show we talked about. We had a show about bad decisions. I wouldn't call it. It make a bad ass decision.
So this is the lifestyle that polyamory is about, pretty much. Am I getting that wrong?
I mean, it works. To me, I think it's like polygamy, but...
Hey, Miss Bernadette.
I mean...
So what do you think the difference of polyamory and polygamy? What's the difference?
Well, polygamy is more like, married one person...
And then going out to a whole nother state or whatever and marrying someone else.
No, yeah. Well, polygamy is kind of like a sister wife type situation. The man might be married to several women and they only can be with him.
Brainwashed. You're right, Miss T. That it is a form of brainwashing. Hey,
Bernadette, MB.
What Miss T says sound just alike to me. Right, it does. It really do. I can't really see too much of a difference between the two. That's why I was asking, like, what is the difference? Is there?
Well, the difference is like, okay, I don't feel like he's sharing like I don't think he's sharing the women with the men.
Why not?
I just don't think so. I think they're.
So, do you think the men just don't even get the women at all? They have nothing.
I don't think so. They probably fucking him. Mm-mm. I mean, you didn't hear about the porno?
I seen it.
I mean, like he was bouncing on some man ding-a-ling.
Oh, you talking about Eligio back in the day that he said he did for money?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So he don't have a problem sitting and spinning.
And the other night he got so drunk he was offering the transgender, asking him, do he want him to be his wife? And the transgender is sitting there like, I'm scared to tell him, like, because he was talking so much and he didn't hear the transgender. Like, first of all, he couldn't even hear that he had a deep voice because they was playing so much music in the back. And the transgender is like, I can't believe he talking to me like this.
Like,
I'm a
man.
I'm a man. Like I'm like kind of scared to tell him, and he can't hear none of this. He's steady going on. You want to see? You want to be one of my wives? Look at all my wives. Just he's a mess. But my whole point,
he's over there recruiting.
Yeah. And it is what it is. Like I said, these are grown adults. No one's making them do anything. It makes no sense for people to keep trying to report this man, trying to bring him down. It really makes no sense because they're willing participants at this point. And again, to me, that's a form of polyamory.
I'm just worried about the children. Didn't Malia have a baby or something?
To my knowledge, most of them have kids. Now, if they have their kids over there, probably not. They probably come and go. At one point, it was a lot of kids there, and then at one point they were gone. So we don't know. There's another person, another celebrity I wanted to touch up on that is that says that she's polyamorous, and that is Willow Smith. And it was interesting to find out why she chose to be that way. And she basically was saying, you know, she likes the freedom. She likes the fact that she's not, you know, she doesn't have to tie into one person. She has so many emotions and feelings, and it can be shared. Like, she doesn't have to commit to and feel pressure to that commitment of one person. She can freely share herself with multiple people. And it sounded like her mom. So I was like, wow, you know, they are alike in a lot of ways, you know. So that was,
she is a free spirit.
Free spirit. That's what she said. So she's into that. And which is crazy because her parents have an open relationship.
They do.
You know, so it wasn't far-fetched. It wasn't like I was shocked, you know. I think at some point they all have a little bit of something in there.
But did they admit to having an open relationship, or they're still saying that they were separated at that time?
No, at one point I heard that they were swinging. They were swingers, which to me is basically the same as open. Like, it's just a sexual gratification out of the deal, and then they come back to each other. So it's kind of like the same thing, but yeah, that's it. Like, they're tied together at the hip. They're not leaving each other for no one, but they want to have fun with other people. Like,
yeah, I don't think they confirmed it. I just think the thing with August Alsina, she said her and Will were separated at the time, allegedly.
But things was happening before him. Like Will Smith, I think he had something going on with Tisha Campbell's husband. They had some ties and stuff. I've read a lot of stuff. I don't want to allegedly. I don't want to say I know for a fact of anything. These are just things that I read. But either way, you know, it's pretty. I believe their relationship is pretty open, and it's been open for a long time now. So it's just what it is. The other one is Deray. He's a comedian, and what he said is he's been in the relationship with multiple people since he was 17. This is something he's used to doing, and any and all his partners are aware of that. So you know, they're aware, and they're willing participants as well. So there are a couple of people, and maybe it's way more people. I just didn't have a chance to spot them all. But this polyamory is not new, and more people are really becoming more involved in it. It's not a bad thing. It's just what you like as an individual, and what whoever you meet, if they're willing to participate with you, I guess it's okay, you know.
Yeah, he has 2 girlfriends, and they all live together.
Yeah, see, Deray, yes, he used to have a show.
Yes, he did, reality show, yeah, with them 2 girlfriends.
Yeah. Thank you, T. Thank you, Miss T, and thank you for joining. I know you got to go back to work, but I thank you. I appreciate you always. I like these vibes over here. Thank you so much. Yeah, he had a show with both of his beautiful women. Oh, yeah. Okay. See, I never even seen that. I just read up on him. You know, I always thought he was a cute guy, you know, but he seemed too silly. Like, you know, that the cute guy that's just too damn silly. You can't even take him serious. That's what he remind me of. Like, you know.
I think he's been with one of the girlfriends for like 5 or 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one for 2.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a, you know, pretty long-term thing.
I heard, you know what else I heard today? I heard, and it's an old video. I just listened to it today. Ifufuru, is that her name? How you pronounce her name? One of the boys' girlfriends.
I can't pronounce that girl's name. All of them got names.
Ifuru, whatever. I don't know. They showed she was just saying how expressing. Now, this is a young woman. She can't be no older than 20 to 23 years old. I was floored to hear her say with so much passion. She was like, all my life, I always wanted to be a housewife.
Yeah.
I'm so serious.
That's all you wanted out of life. Like nothing else. You didn't want to grow up and have like this great job or
she always wanted to be. It's nothing more than wanting to clean for your husband, cook for your husband, be there sexually, mentally, emotionally for your husband. There is nothing else that a woman should want. It's retardation for a woman to be independent. Something's wrong with that.
He taking all their money.
I was shocked. She blew me away. I want to know who raised her.
Do you think he beat her into saying that? Because I heard he be beating on him. He probably slapped her around a couple times.
I'm not going to assume. I'm pretty sure he probably did put his hands on them at one point or another. And I've heard him talk to them like shit. So I know he's not above that. But I'm not going to go as far as to say I've seen him whoop their ass because I've never seen it. So I don't know if that's what it is. I just really think these women are in love and infatuated with this man. And you know how like a woman could be attracted to hey J Dunn, thanks for joining. You know how a woman that can be attracted to a man just for the sake of because everybody else is attracted to them and they're so popular. You know how the most popular guy in the school can basically get any girl that he wants because he's popular?
I forgot what they call it. It's a name for that. When someone is attracted to a person because other people are, right? Or they feel like they have some sense of power that
power. That's what it is.
Them to him, and I just don't see it. What they see, I mean, I have seen this man be so disrespectful, talking about beating. You got to see him on Bigo, like that with stuff they put. I just can't imagine. Like, why would you want to be with somebody who says those type of things? How you break a woman's face, and if you pee on my porch, it's a whole thing with TKO. Or maybe the women are just in love with the idea of being in love.
Yeah, and they believe in this movement so much. Like, I just feel like it's the movement and their beliefs. They're all like woke kids, like seriously woke. They more woke than I've ever been. Like when I first listened to him, because like I've traced him all the way back. Like 2 years ago, I had started following him, not following him, but wanting to know because he was really popular. Everybody was trying to take him down like 2 years ago. So I went back to his first videos, and I was amazed at how smart he was. Him and his followers, those were the original ones. I don't even think
really you think he's smart. He sounds like an idiot.
Wait, listen. In the beginning, he was talking some good shit. Like he was very, very intuitive, and it was all about nature. I really thought that's what this was in the beginning. Like he done turned into something else. He's eating, drinking alcohol that he said he wouldn't do. He's doing a lot of things that he said in the beginning that he wasn't doing and wouldn't do. The foods he ate. Like in the beginning, they were making their own vegetables. They were doing a lot, way more things. Hey, Retro Babe, you're back. Thank you for coming.
Oh, he was wasted last night. They went to a bar. Him and the girls.
See, he shunned them things in the beginning. That's why, it was a little different. I was, like I said, I was very impressed for them to be at their age, their knowledge. Like even Velvet. Velvet is very smart to me. She knows a lot of things, and it's interesting. It's things that I don't know that she knows and I don't know. She kind of teaches me, and she's way younger than me. So that's impressive to me.
I just I don't.
Besides, you gotta take away some parts. And this is the dilemma that we all get put in, even with celebrities. Like, we love their music, and just because we hear their music and see them in concert or see them on TV, we actually think we know them. So when we hear bad things about them, we're so upset. It really just takes us a certain type of way. And so I think that's the mistake we make. We get too invested in the person instead of the art, what attracted us to them in the first place. Like for instance, I'm gonna say R. Kelly. We love his music. His music is dope. It's nothing that he did that we didn't like. Everything, even when it got weird, when he was talking about you into the closet, and so you step in the closet. We actually started liking it. It was like a movie and shit. I remember that.
In the closet was after the allegations, right? Allegations were popping up. How
they were, but it wasn't. Nobody was believing them. It was like some people believed it.
I did.
Right. Again, like it wasn't like it is now. But again, we loved his music. We liked his the way he performed and everything. But when we really found out his personal business, it's like he broke our hearts. I know he broke mine. Like, I'm so disgusted now. I can't even listen to his music. If I hear somebody playing it, I instantly get an attitude, because in my mind, I feel like he's talking about little girls. Like, it disgusts me. But that's something we all do. We get emotionally involved in people's personal business. And is it right? I don't know.
My heart was not broken, because after the whole Aaliyah thing, I pretty much knew what was up with him. And I was never a fan. It's just, I don't think he's sane.
Yeah. Even Marvin Gaye. Marvin Gaye is another one. Like, he liked young girls. There's so many people. Aretha Franklin. I didn't know this lady was 15 with 2 kids. And it brought me back, because my mom was 15 with 2 kids. And I remember my brother used to get so upset with my mom and say little, foul things about her and her parenting and everything like that. And one day I broke it down to him, because he's much older than me. And, it's bad that I had to break it down to him to make him see my mother different, because he didn't have good things to say about my mom because of how he was raised. He thought my mom didn't do such a great job. She was always out and doing this and doing that. And I had to bring him back to reality and say, look, your mother was 14 when she had you. 15.
Yeah, 15 years old.
Y'all literally was growing up together. And did you ever think about, you have so much respect for your dad, but did you ever think about your dad was 20 years old pumping on a 14-year-old?
Oh, that's statutory rape.
Hello. And it's so common. It's not like, oh my God, I don't believe this. No, it happens so much.
It does happen a lot. Sometimes willingly, sometimes. I think a lot of older people, you have some people that take advantage of younger men and women.
It's a thing. Men are as nasty and vile as I may think it is, and most of us here may think it is. It's so common for an older guy to be attracted to younger women. I don't know what's in their psyche and what's in their mental. I really don't understand it myself, but I'm tired of just chalking it up saying they're sick. It's something.
But women do it too, BB.
I'm sorry?
Women do it too.
I didn't say that they didn't, but I'm not excusing neither.
There are women who sleep with younger girls or younger boys.
What? Yeah, it's all stink. It's all stink. It
I
happened.
know for a fact.
I agree. I agree. It's all twisted. But what I'm trying to say, the only thing I'm saying is it's more, it seems like it's more accepted when it comes to men. Did you ever think about Jay-Z and Beyonce? Jay-Z started dating Beyonce when she was what, 19? He was in his 30s.
Yeah, I think so, because he's about 50 something now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how is she, like 40? I can't.
She's
I don't
not
know.
40. She's not older than. No,
Late 30s.
She might be just turned 40. She may. Hey, Angela. Thanks for coming in. Hello.
My Angelo said, "When you know better, you do better."
Yeah, yes. Yeah, but yeah, I let my stuff with my mother go years ago. Yeah, absolutely. But some, boys are different. They're a little more slower. They don't let go easily. They're very emotional. But that's a whole nother story. But I don't know where I went. I just went all the way off.
You were talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce, and I think it's a lot about control too. I've heard he's very controlling with her. They did an interview with Bun B, and he said on one of their video sets when she was dancing, they were not allowed to be on the set. They had to be in a separate area because Jay-Z flipped out. So a lot of times when these older men or women get in relationships with these younger people, they want to control them. It's like a high to them.
Yeah.
Because they have no control in their real life.
I could believe that. I could definitely believe that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I just don't. At 17, he dated Foxy Brown at 15 too, right? And
I believe it. What's that song?
Yeah.
Ain't no nigga like the one I got.
And it's a thing with the industry, period. Anyway, it's not. It's fucked up, but it's very common. Once you get into that industry, I don't care how old you are going to age quickly. You are going to do grown-up things. And you're going to encounter grown-ups that is going to want to do grown-up things with you. And nobody's going to stop it. Nobody's going to monitor it. Actually, they're going to promote it.
Right. I think I heard an interview. Usher talked about being a young man having sex with grown women.
With grown women. Mm-hmm.
They would take him to the strip club.
What's his name? Ronnie DeVoe. The girl from Black. She was 17 when they met and started messing around and stuff.
Yeah.
She was much younger than him. Like, it's so many people. But my thing is, like, you want to think that this just started happening. No, it's been happening. And I had to go all the way back to Aretha Franklin, which I could go further than that, it's way more, that got with people and married young women. You didn't see that. Maybe I'm not going to say it didn't happen, but you really didn't see that with women marrying younger guys like that. I'm just going to say you didn't see it. I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm not going to say that. But, yeah.
However, I mean, it's always went on from you said you were right when you said you could go further back.
Yeah.
With that whole, thing is, what is it? They call them child brides. It might be like a king and he marries like a princess. She might be like 12. Like in the medieval ages and stuff like that. It's sick.
Retro Babe, I believe that too. I believe that messed up Chris Brown too, allegedly. Yeah, I believe that too. Everything about it, like his innocence was completely gone. And that's the problem with the industry, period, in my opinion. It's so satanic and so demonic that it's not even worth it just so you can hear a good music. I don't know too many people I don't really know no stars that can say they had a wonderful career and it's nothing they regret and really mean it.
I'm trying to think. I can't think of anything either. I just recently was reading article about Justin Bieber and his drug addiction. I didn't know he was on drugs. You know, I mean, just being like a child star, a lot of them turn to drugs. I don't know if you heard about River Phoenix. He overdosed.
He overdosed. Yeah, they either kill themselves through alcohol, drugs, whatever. That's the story. That's the going story. Hey, Leilani. Hi. Thanks for coming in. Bench said, the theory for older men, younger women is dominance and dependency.
I agree.
And trophy. They like to feel like big shit. Like, ooh, look what I got on my arms, you know? It's disgusting. I hate it, but it's just something that is happening in America. It will never stop. It will always happen. The best thing I could say, and you know what? I was about to say, you know, that's why these young girls need their fathers in their life. I was about to say that. I had to catch myself because it instantly made me think of Beyonce. Her father was her manager, and it still happened, you know. So,
I mean, you can still have your father in your life and make, you know, bad decisions. I know a girl that had her father. I'm one. Another friend, they had the father in their life, all their life, and she would just date piece of shit men. And her mom's, we were just over her aunt's house one day. Her mom was like, "You had the best example. I don't understand why you keep dating these shitty men." And I was looking like, you know, bad decisions. So when people say that, oh, you know, a girl needs her father, sometimes I don't agree with that. Do you really need your dad in your life?
I will say this: your father, in my opinion, is your father is the girl. A girl's father is their first love, and a mother is the boy's first love. That's where you learn the nurture and the love. You get it from the opposite parent.
Rachel said her father was a hoe. Matthew was most definitely a hoe. He got two young. I think he has like 2 kids the same age as his granddaughters.
Who you talking about? Beyonce father?
Yeah, you know
yeah. So it's like,
you know, he had them outside kids. I think his 2 kids are the same age as Blue, maybe a little younger than Blue.
What?
Yeah, they're young.
That's crazy. That is so crazy. But yeah, it happens.
And the rumor is, you know, he's Kelly's father.
I don't believe that. That girl don't look nothing like them.
Yeah, I mean, no, like by another woman though. I mean, she could look like maybe she looks like her mom.
Broken individuals usually attract broken mates.
Sometimes.
Yeah, that's a good one, Bench. I didn't even think about that. I did not think about that. Broken individuals usually attract broken mates.
Oh, look, Rachel just said it.
2 kids and a possible. Is Kelly Rowland his daughter too? Remember that rumor?
Yeah, that's the rumor. I believe it.
I mean, I don't see it, but you could be right. I don't want to say it.
I mean, has anybody seen her mom? And people were comparing her son to Blue Ivy, like they kind of look alike.
I don't know. This is the industry.
It's
the industry. Like so much stuff goes. It's a secret society.
Because what parent do you know that gives up their child to not a family member, but to a manager, so you can like help her with a music career, and your child goes to live with them and their family? It's kind of strange.
Majority of the people we see on TV today singing and performing,
but their parents would normally go with them.
Not so much. Sometimes that can't happen. especially when you got a group. If it's less likely in a group because you got all these group members. Each one can't possibly take all their parents. So it has to be a designated person.
But like she lived with, I don't think the other girls live with Matthew and Tina. I just think
No,
Kelly was
she
the only
did live
one.
with them. I think things was going on in the home that made that possible for Kelly. They were like good best, like they all three of them was like best friends. You know, Beyonce, Solange, and her. They were like
sisters.
really, huh?
They sisters.
Right. No, I'm talking about Kelly, Solange, and Beyonce were like kind of best friends. Like they hung out. They did basically everything together. Let me see. What line is that? Celine Dion's parents gave her to Renee when she was only 12. Then he married her as soon as she turned 18.
I forgot all about that.
Oh, God, see what I'm talking about? Lord.
I forgot all about her, Celine and Renee.
It was convenient for her to stay with them rehearsals and performance. This was said in an old interview. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, you know? It makes sense.
But you think the parents would still be around? Like, why would you just give your 12-year-old child to this man?
But they still could have been around. They could have been like still seeing her and being at the house at times and stuff like that. Just stuff that we didn't see, of course. But I don't know if they were just not in the picture.
Because
a lot of industries do that. Dominique Dawes stayed with a host family most of her training years. Yeah. And Gabby, what's her name? Gabby, the other one?
The gymnast?
Yeah. Gabby, she stayed with her coach too. It's not uncommon. You're right. I that's what I'm saying. Like, it's really not uncommon for those things to happen, especially when they're scalped by talent. If a person actually believes in your child and just know, then that's the key. You get a talent scout that says, I believe in your child. This child is going to be a star. I can make him or her a star. And all the parent, sees is dollar signs, fame, fortune. They don't see nothing else. They don't see what can happen, their safety. They don't see none of that. It's the glitz and glamour that takes over. They get blindsided by it.
I know Sonya Norwood was not going. She made sure Brandy and Ray J were always in her eyesight.
Yeah, she did, but they're fucked up too. It's not like she did such a great job with either of them. They're fucked up in the industry as well.
Oh, I didn't think about
they had their parent.
I didn't think about Tina and Ike. Tina and Ike too.
Tina and Ike, her mother sold her. Well, I ain't gonna say that. I shouldn't say sold her, but
I mean, she pretty much did.
Yeah. Right. It goes so much. It goes back. Not knowing the mentor is a possible molester. Correct.
A lot of times they are.
Their safety. That's what's so unfortunate about all of this. How old was Tina? Tina was what, 15, 16?
I think so, when she left with Ike.
Yeah, she was a teenager. And that's the bad part, is that once the devil come in, I have to say that because it's nobody else for me. Once the devil come in, he blinds your eyes, especially, and this stuff never happened to rich people. It's the poor people who don't have as it is, but they got the child. The child is the pawn. The child is the sacrifice.
I think it's not about the devil, it's greed. Like, the parents want money. They want their child to be the next big thing, and they'll do anything to get it. And they're not thinking about the trauma that this child is going to go through. Because you have all these predators in Hollywood, outside of Hollywood. There's so many teen actors and actresses who
tell the story. They all tell the same story.
Every one of them.
Sex, abuse, all of them. They all have the same story. The ones that get out are not in show business no more. They're regular people. They're professors, teachers, instructors. They have regular jobs. They chose to get out. I was looking at that too. Like a lot of actors, good actors and actresses that we don't see, just quit. They said no. Their life meant more than that. They got the picture early.
Yeah, all those kids used to be in the movies, those teenage movies like Sweet 16 and
Right.
Back to the Future and all them.
Yeah. A lot of them just said, no, I'm not going. And good for them, good for them. Because that's this business, show business, it's a high price to pay for fame. High price.
He used to be around Michael Jackson. I think he said he would be a teenager. He would be at parties with grown people with drugs and liquor.
Who?
I forgot his name. He used to hang with Michael Jackson.
They all did.
It wasn't Macaulay Culkin. It was the other one. Corey
Haim, the one that died, or Corey Feldman. It was two of them.
Corey Feldman.
Okay, yeah, they all were at a tender age. How about Martin Sheen? And he accusing him of having sex, and he's infected to this day from all types of shit he did back then.
Oh yeah, he had a lot of reckless sex. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Macaulay Culkin was
Macaulay Culkin is another one. All of these child actors who parents was blinded by greed. Period. Blinded by greed and sold their damn kids to the devil. I don't care what nobody say. That's the devil.
Knowingly for a check.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end, the result is that you lost your child. I mean, you have the money for a moment, but now it's all gone. So you lost everything because you were greedy.
Correct. It is what it is. Drew Barrymore.
Yeah.
Yep. Drew Barrymore. Absolutely. She's another one. I mean, she got her thing together. You're lucky if you can actually get out without dying. When you can actually grow up and get your mind right and decide to do better. And you're very lucky to have that. But everybody is not so lucky.
They're not
so lucky. I really feel bad for all of them. Even when I see these kids on TV and everything, everybody wants to be famous. And, and just to bring it, to hook it on back to Nature Boy and his whole thing. Now you have, what's that girl, Mother Tokyo, trying to get them a reality
show. Girl, I hope they boycott that shit.
And the bad part about it, if it actually works, it's going to destroy them. They think they got it bad now. Everybody's going to be in their business. They're not going to be able to go no fucking where without everybody being in every nook and cranny of their business. It won't be in his control anymore. He will not have control. And that's where it's going to all really go to shit.
I mean, it's pretty much everybody's in their business now when on Bigo.
But it's when he turned the camera. It's at his discretion, though. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he's still in control. The minute he signed those papers for whatever amount of money, the control is done. It's no more control. He won't be able to say, no, I don't want the cameras on anymore. That's it for him. The youngest sister on Family Matters. Yes. Then she started doing porn and stuff. Yeah. Sure what about what's her name from oh God, what's her name from In the House with LL Cool J, the cute one.
Start using drugs.
Then she was diagnosed with bipolar. Now she's walking around so many.
You know what? The sad thing about her is that she got help, she got clean, and then she relapsed.
You only do what you're used to. And sometimes, especially if you don't have a support system, I never see her around family. Like, who is there for her? If she's doing all this on her own, I mean, the chances of her relapsing is very, very likely.
Yeah, that's her name, Maya
Campbell. Yep. Thank you, Angela. Did I speak to you, Angela? I'm sorry if I didn't. Thank you for joining. I thank everybody for coming out with us tonight and hanging out with us. we always go into a couple of things. We have our heart set on one thing. We just start going into all different types of things. But the main object today was the difference between an open relationship and polyamory. And just to give you some example of people that's living a polyamorous lifestyle and okay with it. And there are plenty of videos right here on YouTube. Yep, that's right. That's right. Is her mother a novelist? I don't even know.
Yeah, her mom is an author. You're right. I think her mother is like a wealthy author. She's trying to get her help. Your mom is famous. I forgot about that.
Well,
But I think her being schizophrenic is what caused her to start using drugs. Because sometimes with schizophrenics, as you get older, it gets worse. Like I had a friend, her sister was, from what I understand, nothing was wrong, never saw any signs, and then all of a sudden she started hearing voices. Yeah,
my mom.
So heartbreaking.
Oh, she died.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh wow, that's her mom. BB Moore. BB Moore. That name sounds so.
Yeah,
so familiar.
She wrote a lot of books. I can't remember what books. I think she was up there with like Toni Morrison.
Like my mom was diagnosed with schizophrenia, and I don't mind telling the story. I've told it before. I'll tell it 1,000,001 times. I have no problem with telling it because this is something that happened, and it is what it is. But that happened to my mother, like out the blue, when I was 14. Now we're talking about my mother was in the Army. She went to school. She was a teacher. She always just was very, very active in doing stuff. And one day, out of nowhere, it seemed, although if I really thought more, I probably could have tracked back a couple of things that happened that was weird and I just didn't pay attention. But I paid attention to this more than anything because to me, this was the last day of my childhood, that I would say, because I had to grow up quick. And I was 14. And I had a watch that beeped every hour. And so I'm laying in the bed and my mother just dived on my watch went off. It was beeping. And she just dived in the bed on me like she was like I was a bomb. And I'm like, Ma, get off of me. Get off of me. And she like, what is that? Like, what is that? What's going on? And I'm like, get off of me. And when she got off of me, I said, it's my watch. And when she got off of me, she just went back in her room like nothing happened. And I just broke down crying. And I just remember saying, my brother asked me, he was in the living room, and he just came like, what's wrong with you? What you crying for? And I said, Mommy going crazy. And he like, don't say that about my mother. He got offensive that I said that.
Yeah.
And right after that, like every day, it was getting worse and worse. She was doing the most craziest shit. Like I'll do a story time. I'll do a story time, girl.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely have a show about mental illness.
We definitely need to. I really want to unpack this because it's therapy for me. Like I have to. I like talking about it because. And
we can also get into the treatment.
Yeah.
Of mental illness in the Black community. Oh, it's the devil, and also how there's not a lot of resources for Black people.
It's funny because my grandmother actually paid this woman because we literally thought it was voodoo. We thought my mother had a root put on her because she was dating a Trinidad man, and we thought he put a curse on my mother. And my grandmother literally paid somebody to take the root off my mother. And it wasn't even that. She just literally robbed my grandmother. But anyway, guys, I do want to thank you. I could just go on and on and on. BB is almost Mother's Day. Don't take me back to some memories. My mom had dementia towards the end of her life. I forgave her though. Okay, I'm sorry.
The dementia stuff. Like I have a
It is. I'm sorry, Retro Babe. We love our mothers. I'll always love my mama. She's my favorite girl. You only get one. You only get one. Yeah. I'll always love my mama. She brought me in
this world. Brought me in this world. Brought me in the world. I don't know.
Yes, but guys, thank y'all for joining us. Cobra, is something else you want to say?
I want to say happy early Mother's Day to all the moms out there, and also happy Cinco de Mayo.
And what you doing when we get off this live, girl?
After I get off this live, I'm going to an outdoor concert. I'm gonna get me a frozen margarita, some tacos. They got the food trucks out there ready for me, waiting on me.
Yeah.
Well, not waiting on me. Well, let me not say me. Waiting on us.
Waiting on us.
yeah, something like that.
Well, Cobra, you have a ball. Be safe out there. Enjoy this beautiful day. I don't know what the weather is like over there.
Oh, it is amazing. It's nice and breezy.
Enjoy. Thank you guys again for coming out, being with me. I want to thank everybody ahead of time who shared my video, who always share my video. Retro Babe, Miss Bernadette, T Velocity, Jay Dunn, Benj, TC, Angela, Leilani, everyone that showed me love and share my videos. I appreciate you. I truly, truly do. And guys, this is the end of our show.
Thank you, ladies and gents. Anybody in the bushes? Monroe, let me stop. I don't know if he's watching or not.
All right, guys. Peace.